Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now I thought I'd give you all an update on how Star Citizen 3.5 on the PTU is going. And of course around this time was the scheduled end of the PTU and when it was possibly going to go live. Now a lot of people thought it would have been live by now, but unfortunately there's been a few issues. Now visually 3.5 looks fantastic. Now ARPCorp is, well, pretty amazing, and they keep actually improving the visuals and the lighting with each subsequent patch, so ARPCorp looks great. Now that's one of the problems they've actually been having, and Chris Roberts said himself a few weeks ago that adding ARPCorp has actually pushed the servers to the limit with, well, just that there's so much now in the Stanton system. Now object container streaming improved performance in previous patches considerably, but really they need server-side object container streaming, obviously ultimately with server meshing, to actually improve performance even more, because with the addition of ARPCorp things have been dragged down a bit, and that's causing problems particularly with missions and in relation to AI. Now in the latest patch, one of the subjects of testing was the AI, and I actually tried a few of the AI combat missions, and I did find out that well, they still left a lot to be desired. Now since I filmed the intro, there's been an update from the developers, and what they're saying is that it's possible that PTU 3.5 could go live before May the 5th. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. I guess it depends on how many bugs they can squash. Now after a few sessions playing the PTU over the last couple of days, I'm pretty sure some of the AI behaviour is definitely linked to how busy the server happens to be at that time. Sometimes they perform better than others, and bearing in mind that I've got pretty limited flight skills, especially with the new flight control model which has been implemented. Now perhaps this is an example of the worst of the AI as it can be. In this instance the AI pilot didn't really regard me as any type of threat until I actually started firing on his ship, and even then, as far as I could see, the AI pilot never tried to actually engage with me, and I eventually managed to actually blow him to bits. But that's probably a worst case example of the lack of AI at the moment, and I have seen it better than this, to be honest. Try the Super Hornet, the Heartseeker edition. Now I've been having some problems with my HOTAS setup. So oh look, we've got a oh, it looks like we well, that didn't go too well, did it? I'm trying to fly out to do some AI combat and I got jumped on by looked like someone in a Reliant, I think. Anyway, I'm still actually trying to get to grips with the new flight system, so if in doubt just ram them, which I did. But of course I've got a crime state, and when you think I was unjustly attacked, well, does seem a bit unfair. Anyway, let's move along and jump out to Yella. Now, one thing I have noticed with this current build is this actual things on the bottom of the screen there, these numbers. Not seen that before actually. It's got the date, and these numbers must be to identify various things. I'm not sure what that is, but that's the first time I think I've seen it for a while anyway on a PTU build. Maybe that's to identify me, who knows.
Contacts, weapons free.
Now, one thing which doesn't seem to be working, actually I can't seem to scan anybody. Thought it was tab on the keyboard, but can't seem to get any response. That was an issue I was having yesterday. Now at the moment, this AI is actually performing a lot better than it was yesterday. So that's pretty positive. Sometimes I think, I'm pretty sure it depends on the servers. That's a lobber missile. One thing the AI does do is actually do the same technique I done on that Reliant back at Port Olisar. They do love to ram, and I've seen that in space games ever since I've started playing, how the AI just seemed to just fly straight at you. That's not ideal behaviour, I don't think, if you was up against someone who knew what they were doing. And as you can see, I'm actually even having problems aiming here. I'm actually under attack from someone. Looks like a cutlass as well is on me. So this is pretty, this is more challenging than my experience yesterday. It isn't helping that I can't seem to get the hang of as you can see, it's a ram. It's like a ramathon. I'm not sure what damage that's done. I think I've lost a wing. Or part of a wing. I seem to have lost some flight systems here. Not a lot I can do, I think. Escape, I think. Oh, I think I just rammed the that's a weird experience. I'm sure as I came out, one of the dusters rammed my ship and destroyed itself. Oh, there's a cutlass there. Let's see if I can. He seems to be still paying attention. Really interesting. He's still shooting the ship, which is, well, he probably should, but well, it's pretty interesting how the AI Cutlass actually kept circling my beleaguered Super Hornet. So that did show that the AI was actually sticking to its task. Obviously a human player would have let me have it as well. Now I was having a few other issues, obviously with targeting and with flight inputs controlling my ship as well. So that's my excuse for my poor piloting, of course. Anyway, that's just a little bit of an example of how the AI and the AI emissions flight wise are performing at the moment. So obviously I really do need to get back into Arena Commander to get some flight practice. I'll keep making videos on the PTU, and hopefully over the coming weeks we'll continue to see improvements. So until then, as normal, please don't forget to like, and if you enjoyed the video and you haven't done already, please consider subscribing. Bye for now.